Give me a hand. Okay, guys, I give you instruction in the dressing room. They have a clean match. Good luck and God bless you. Le di las instrucciones en el camerino. Vamos a la pelea limpia. Que tengan suerte y que Dios los bendiga.
As you take a look at Barbara Lopez sitting with the champ, Felix Trinidad, they're scheduled to have an official wedding ceremony in the church next Saturday. They're already married, but they're going to blow it out next Saturday after this fight.
Waiting for TV, okay?
And the challenger, Bernabe Concepcion, knows that this is his opportunity. He's loose.
Wow, is he ever loose? It's amazing. I mean, he's been smiling the whole time he's coming in here, so we'll see how that translates to this fight. And you're looking at those two fighters. My only question is, where's Molly Ringwald?
With all that pretty in pink, you're absolutely right. Although I think we're going to have to tell you who's who by their shoes, as opposed to their trunks.
Luckily, one guy's a lefty, huh?
That's right.
That helps us out. Now, Concepcion, they want him to be aggressive in this fight. And can he be? Can he walk into the guns, the power of Juan Manuel Lopez, and be as aggressive as he wants to be? We're going to find out.
Concepcion just got hit with a short right hook, and that backed him up. And the problem with Concepcion, they say sometimes he will take rounds off. And he wants to be as busy as possible in this fight. And he's staggered and goes back to the ropes that quickly. Lopez, very tight punches.
A huge straight left hand. And Lopez has a great right hook, but don't underestimate that straight left. That's the problem with attacking against Lopez.
Another left hand by Lopez. And Concepcion is down. And he's hurt. Concepcion in major trouble with 1:28 to go. Here comes the champ. He's ready to make it short work. Another left hand. Lopez finding a ray in the first round. Another left hand. Lopez has Concepcion in trouble. A minute and 5 to go. Lopez taking his time, measuring. Uppercut. Straight left. He doubled it up, tripled it up. And Concepcion just turns and backs up. Can he survive this round?
And you know, a moment ago, Concepcion did land a good right hand of his own. That's what he's going to have to do. Land something that keeps Lopez off him.
Another left hand backs up Concepcion. Here comes the champ. Punches and punches. 25 seconds to go. Concepcion trying to roll, trying to slip. He's going to let go and drop them. Whoa! Out of nowhere, Concepcion sends the champion to the canvas. And that quiets this crowd. What a start here in PR. And that's the end of the first round. Woo!
All right, you went back on that one. Okay, let's take out the ice now. Okay, we're right here. Okay, go back. Okay, relax. All right. Nothing happened. Don't be too confident, okay? That's what happened. Just be relaxed.
Well, quite a first round of action. It started out with Lopez landing a very big left hand that might have been called a knockdown, though it wasn't because the ropes kept him up. But then Lopez would, in fact, send Concepcion against the rope and blast away. But of all the things, as Lopez attacks, a left hook by Concepcion. He's not a left hook artist to the head, and knocks Lopez down.
Lopez pulling straight back, and he paid for it. The second round begins.
There's a precedent.
Oh, a straight left hand. Oh, sends him down again.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you ready?
The start of the second round. The champion, Lopez and Concepcion, the challenger, falling down. And that is a slip.
Everything's been unlikely in this fight. It was the left hook of Concepcion that did good work, and it's been the straight left almost exclusively of Lopez, when Lopez himself said it's the right hook that will knock him out. It's been exciting.
Lopez told us that he knew Concepcion would come in. He was going to let him go past him and then hit him with the hook.
I'm here all the time, okay?
But as you mentioned, it's been the left hand that's been very effective. Concepcion knocking down the champion with a left hook at the end of the first round.
Now, you know, there's a precedent for shootouts with Juan Manuel Lopez. Against Rogers Matagua, he had Matagua in all kinds of trouble early in the fight. Matagua hung in there and ultimately had Lopez literally out on his feet in the 12th round. I'm not suggesting this is going to be that kind of fight, but it's starting out in a way that way. Lopez is a very exciting champion and sometimes a vulnerable one, as we've seen, and that's what makes him even more interesting. And by the way, Concepcion had never been on the canvas.
Now Lopez getting back to his jab. Lopez, the southpaw. Concepcion, the orthodox fighter. Oh, tough exchange there. Concepcion goes back. Concepcion in trouble, and he goes down again. And this is over. Juan Manuel Lopez defends his title in spectacular fashion as he stops this fight and now prepares himself to take on a legend. Wow, Al.
Well, this was something, wasn't it? First of all, the power of Lopez, more than Concepcion could deal with. And let's give Bernabe Concepcion credit for toughness, but with this big crowd in San Juan, giving Juan Manuel Lopez all the love he can handle. Power is his game. If he can beat you with power, he will beat you. He is vulnerable to punches, as we saw when Concepcion hit him, but his power is magnificent.
So let's take a look at the first knockdown of the round.
Lopez would use the straight left hand, which he used very effectively early in this fight. Though we suspected it might be the right hook that would be the big power punch, it was the left hand. And then he would get him in trouble with the right hook. That was the first punch that really did the job. And then he kept after Concepcion, and that power in the hook is dramatic. And I believe this stoppage is appropriate because Bernabe Concepcion was in all kinds of trouble.
Yes, really couldn't get to his feet out.
Another look at how the final knockdown and the stoppage of the fight took place. Concepcion in a lot of trouble here, floundering around, and you can see that he is just not able to really continue in this fight. still undefeated, still champion, and headed toward a major fight. Now, the punch stats in this match demonstrate the dominance of Lopez, landing over 50% of his power punches. Ironically, only one jab, but Concepcion landed none. And of those 28 punches landed and the 27 power punches, they were all very big ones.
Very interesting. Lopez knocks down Concepcion 3 times, the third being the final time, but he was knocked down with the left hook at the end of the first round and had to get up and continue fighting.
And you know, it was fortuitous for him that it was at the end of the round. Right after it, Concepcion landed another right hand. He was still stunned, but he had a whole minute to get himself together. So that was a good break for Lopez.